Hello, Internet. So yeah, I'm back with the comparison video I said I'd make, comparing my PS5 accounts. I'm on my PS5, but before I do this, I had a HDMI splitter. It doesn't work, and I was having issues like making this, and I forgot about the HDCP thing. So like, if I go to if you have like a capture card, I'm just like giving like a nice tip here as far as like if it's not working. Um, like you might need to disable HDCP because this is basically like copy protection on HDMI, and like sometimes it scrambles the signal. But there are ways to like to strip it, but like whatever. I think the one I had as far as like my splitter to like split the signal to multiple things because I've got it going to like my Elgato and a TV and like whatever, so I can like see it on different sources. But I just figured out how to like get around it now, so whatever. But or like turning it off made me be able to just like plug it in normally. So like if you turn it off, it might work. Like if you're having issues with that, but just wanted to say that before we get into this video. So last time, just to like show where we're at, basically. So let's see, 2.0, 2.1, 2.2. So where before 2.3, the second half of the banner has just dropped. I just made a video where I pulled for Orphe Magus, or Orphe and Magus, and then I lost the 50-50, and then I pulled Evelyn. So that's where I'm at. um, I kind of want to go for Orphe Magus, but like my whole thing with my account is I just want to have all the season 1 characters, and then after that I'll worry about season 2. But I'm only missing Hugo and Ella now, so that's cool. And then as you can see in comparison to my Xbox account, it's like I have Alice on there. I don't have her on here, so I'm kind of bummed about that because I don't have her. But it was like a good get on the other account. Like I said, I'm trying to focus on Anomaly, whereas this account I didn't know what the f I was doing. So I've been playing since the Meowbie banner like 1.4 came out, and I just like yeah, and then like I have her M6, so I did well out on her. But I had to rein that in because it's like, you know, I I I was spending much more on this game than I would have liked to have been. But then it's like I really like the game, so it's like it's been a slow process, but I've come down from high spend to like low spend. Whereas that Series X account is no spend, so it's like I'm not spending anything on that one. That's free to play. But so this one, basically, I have the so I've got the internet membership every season, and then I've got, or not every season, every month when it runs out, I re-up it. When I first started playing, I liked this so much, the game, I just bought like 6 or whatever, because I was like, or I bought a bunch of them, and it like caps out at like however many. Like you can go back and like watch like some of my old streams or whatever of the game, and like it's like every day I log in, and it's like you're still subscribed for XYZ days, because I was just like I like this game a lot. Um, and then I get the battle pass. So I don't have battle pass on Series X, and like I was saying last time, dude, like you do fill it. As far as like some like you just sometimes you just don't have the resources. It's like it's a lot easier to like log in if I want to log in here, and then like what I'm doing on my account currently. Let me go over this real quick before I jump back to what I was saying. So give me a minute. So basically, I'm getting everybody's core skill as far as like if it's a character that I feel I can utilize on a team, which even though technically that's everybody, but there's certain characters I kind of either abandon or I'm just like, that's okay, which we'll see. So I've basically been like, this is after I figured out what I was doing as far as like watching enough videos about it. Like I said last time, it's like there's a lot of really good content creators, so it's like after I realized what I was doing, and then like I I was I discovered the knowledge and wisdom of vertical investment on each character. Even though this is going to look like a horizontal investment, it's mostly vertical investment over time. But see, like Yanagi, I just got Yanagi on 50-50, so that's why she's not got an F here. But like I said, I'm going through and then like getting everybody to F. right now that I feel like I want to use, or if it's a standard banner character like Soldier 11, like this is before I just got Evelyn, right? So before I had Evelyn, I didn't have a fire attacker. She is my fire attacker. That's why she's got like all this. Because I was just getting the crap kicked out of me by Pont. Well, I wasn't getting the crap kicked out of me. I just couldn't get the scores in Deadly Assault, and it's like for a long time I could not get 9 stars because Pompeii was just like impossible, and I was like, what is going on? But I got over the hump. Thank goodness. Yeah, some of these characters aren't built all the way. Like I've got lighter to F, but then this is the other thing right now. Is like some characters I've got to F, but I don't have their disk drives, which is like the next thing. Because everybody's to F, but then not everybody's disk drives are built. Like if it's a newer character I've gotten, they probably don't have disk drives. So that's what lighter is. Like everybody else though, like up to this point, they've at least got placeholder stuff. I haven't gotten like too crazy on the let me get the perfect disk drive rolls on everybody. So because I just haven't gotten there with everybody. But at least got core skill to F for like characters that I'm going to be using. So it's like, yeah, here we go. People at like the bottom of the list, like Grace, Ben, Cord, Nekomata, Dilly. But then it's like messed up because I didn't know what I was doing. So it's like I did put some points into them, but then like that was the lesson I learned. And so if you look at my Series X account, it's like Billy doesn't have anything. Ben doesn't have anything. I didn't burn any materials on characters that are just like not going to be used because they're not the S ranks. So I would probably go back and get Ambi to F but then like because I have Trigger, right, and she's Electric Stone as well, but she's off field and a better solution, not so much. And I just picked up Evelyn, so she literally is a new character I have not put anything into. Well, I guess like that too. Like some of these characters that are not all the way there to F still have like disk drives and stuff, at least placeholders. So I should probably just take them out and strip them. But yeah, like yeah, Seth and Anton. Man, even Anton has an A on this one, dude. I never use Anton. I never use Seth either really, but whatever. So I look at the core skills, right? It's like I even put like stuff into these. Like on my Series X, these are all ones or zeros. I believe it's 0, right? You have to at least put one thing into something, right? Oh, never mind, they're ones. Because Caesar I haven't put anything into. I picked her up, but I didn't actually. I've not built her yet, so she's like completely empty. So what was I saying about Battle Pass stuff? Oh no, I was making a point and I was like, I'll come back to it. And now I'm like, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. I'll have to go back and... Oh no! It's fine. It's fine, we'll just keep going. But basically, the thing is like, I'll take Evelyn as an example. She's still studying. Like basically... I will show that too. I guess I didn't go over it in the last video because I didn't have any characters that I just got. But so basically, I get a character to 60. Okay, this is like the vertical investment thing, right? So you get into 60, then you get the core skills, which I haven't done yet. But then after that, it's like these thingies too, the skills under the core skills. I don't know what they're called. I just call them the other skills or something. I give them a lot of names, and then disk drives. And then so now, because I've got all these characters that are to F. If I want them to be like a character I'm using, or just because I built them when I didn't know what I was doing, I've got a pretty decent roster and bench for like when I'm doing the Shiyu stuff. Well, Shiyu like currently is free on my account because I've got so many characters built and like I've got so many options. But like Deadly Assault, man, that's where it's at. It's a fun time. And so let's see. I think I have a screenshot of it if I pull it up. Of the most recent one. Let me try to find it. But yeah, dude, effing when I pulled for Orpheum Magus, I had 89 master tapes saved. I usually just spin these as soon as I get them. So every time I have 10 for a 10 pull, I'll just spin it. Or use them, I should say. And so now, like after the whole Orpheum Magus thing, I actually have a better I've built up a good habit of like not doing that. So I've got 10 now. I'm just gonna hold on until Lucia because it's like, you don't want to skip the limited supports because those are basically super useful on an account. And then we've got Rupture coming in, so it's Lucia and I can't think of the tentacle lady, and then Minato. So that's three Rupture agents, and because you got the support, she's going to buff the other two. And then like with the other two, even if they're not the same element, they're the same type of agent. So it's use. You can at least have a team of Rupture if you didn't have. Well, I have Ishwan, right? But like if I didn't have Ishwan, which I don't have on my Series X, I don't have her, right? So but when I do pull for her on my Series X, and if I get her, that's a support. So it's like I can go from there on building on top of that. I'm trying to find what the name of the tentacle lady is. I don't have it down. Cool. Anyway, what was I saying when I was like got off course on like what I was saying? Man, I'm sorry. It's whatever. I think I was gonna say, but I think what I was gonna say I don't remember because I'd have to go back to like this and like listen to myself in the past as I was talking, and then like I got off topic. But so my other account is Anomaly, right? So I'm trying to focus the other account on Anomaly, whereas this one is just like at first it was like just going up. I don't know. This account's all over the place, but it is like more focused now on like just getting stuff that would like fill in blanks I don't have, or just like help or like just make it a good overall account going forward. Plugging any holes I don't have of stuff I'm missing. So that's why I picked up Evelyn. Kind of. Oh, I think I was talking about the season 1 characters. So that's what it was. Because basically, I don't have Hugo, I don't have Ellen. But now that I've got Evelyn, I'm only missing these two. So, besides season 1 characters, I'm just going for like, what makes sense going forward until season 2 is over, and then like we can know just where, or just like waiting for things to settle as far as like who in season 2 it's like who does what, or like who's how good or whatever. Because I don't really like I'm more looking at like the stuff as far as like these things, like the class of a character and like the element. So it's like as long as I've got like stuff to like cobble a team together, that's kind of like what I look at. I don't really go to like the tier list to be like, oh, is this character just like really good? Because it's not like you can't just like look at a character out of context with like who is their support, who's their stun, what is the team that they're on? Because it's like one agent is not, unless it's Miyabi, it's like one agent is not gonna get you very far like by just themselves. But then like a Miyabi plus 1 support is going to get you pretty far. But then like a full team of like, if it's like the non-anomaly, you have an attack, stun, support, or if you're running an anomaly with a stun, whatever, or just 2 anomalies and a support. But that's where I'm at on this account compared to my Series X account, where it's all about wanting to get all the anomaly characters eventually, and then just like because it's a lot easier to just like I said last time, or in that video, it's like I've got you just run 2 anomalies, and then you should be good to like switch up whatever you need for like whatever element resistances. I guess I should also show. So this account, I'm at 290 days here. My other account's at what, like 70 something. So the time is like way different as far as like the time spent. And even on my other account, I didn't really play very heavily until like after the first month, I want to say. Because it was towards the end of 2.0 when I cashed out all the stuff you got for making that new account, like the free pools, the free standard banner character, blah blah blah. Whereas this one I've just been playing since like right before Miyabi came out, and then I played through the story, got through the story, got through the I think it's like 1.5 probably. And that's how I got hooked, because like that finale was so good. Let me show. Wow, can't talk. Now let me show up. Let me just like go to the part. Um, yeah, chapter 5. The chapter 5 finale was just fantastic. Storm of Falling Stars. Uh, and the sword clash where the music comes in. I'm not gonna see what happens, but yeah, man. After that, I was like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. It just took sense. And then on this one, I'm actually caught up on the story as you saw, and like on my Series X, I'm just gonna like play the story right before the next one comes out. That way, I can always be like recapped on like whatever happened previously, without having to just be like, oh no, I forgot. Um, and then unlike my Series X account as well, I've gotten through all the Agent episodes, so or just like yeah, dude, my progress in this one compared to the other one is like way more. So I've already played through like all these and stuff. So whereas like I'm only halfway, not even possibly with whatchamacallit. Is there a way to like see how like which ones are done, or do they all just show up like this? Anyway, but these are done. All the special episodes in the past chapters and all the other chapters. I'm all the way caught up on the story on both, but this one I've actually done all the Agent episodes, special episodes, etc., etc. Um, I think the point I was making last time is like, you can just play through the story and then like not spend anything. And the story is really good. Okay. The story is good. I would say good to really good depending on your taste. I really like it. It's like we're at a really good part where we had like a semi cliffhanger ending on this last story patch. I'm not gonna say what happened, but definitely looking forward to the next one, man. Because it's like, ooh, what's Sarah gonna do? Um, Looking forward to it. And then yeah, it's like once you're caught up with everything, you can just get to a good point where you can just like log in every day and see like, okay, well, like, are there any events? Did I get my daily battery stuff? Speaking of batteries, I got like 9 of these blue ones. I don't have 9 of these blue ones on my Series X because I don't have the battle pass. So like I said, you do kind of feel it. Um, but even then, it is like, how much is the thing? I mean, not to like try to flip it advertise or anything, but it's like what, $5 for the internet thing, and then the battle pass is like, depending on which version you buy, it's like 20, 30 or something, right? So I always get the one that like gives me like the free 10 levels, and I'll cash it in at like level 20, which gives me the level 30, because then I get one of these engines. So that's the other thing, man. I'm hurting for engines on my other account, like not having the battle pass, and it's just like, oh. But it's, I mean, it's whatever. Like as long as you can have like a team that can clear Shiyu, like on that Series X account, like I'm not quite there, but you know, getting there, it's like you can save up enough polychromes to start going for stuff. So that's why I was like, well, Series X, it's like if I can clear Shiyu, I'm good, and then we'll worry about Deadly Assault later. Whereas this count is I can clear Shiyu and Deadly Assault, so yay. Where's it at? Yeah, 7 out of 7. It says out of 9. I've gotten the 9. I just have been replaying it every day, just like practice on Defiler, because that boss, oof. Actually, it's kind of cool because, well, if you go back and watch the archive, but basically the first day, I think I had Miyabi, Trigger, Nicole here, or Astra. I can't remember. I had to look at the thing. Give me a second. All right, look. This is so weird. I'm so used to like streaming and then like it cutting off my like what I can see if I'm streaming. But I've got the scores here. So wait, no, that's when I first cleared it without putting Miyabi and Yuzuha and was it Yanagi? Anyway, like whenever a new like Deadly Assault or Shiyu drops, mostly Deadly Assault because Shiyu, like I said, is pretty free on this account. It's like I'll play through one way and then like I'll just be thinking about it like all day at work as far as like, okay, well, what other teams could I have used for that? And then I'll come back and be like, oh yeah, I didn't think that, like, because I'll just look at like the elements. I won't look at like who would work in this place that I did not use. And then like once I start doing that, and I'm like, oh, I didn't actually use Yuzuha. And then Miyabi is anomaly, so she could benefit. And if we get another anomaly character, and we possibly run 2 anomalies with Yuzuha, maybe gets a better score, and it actually did this time. Well, that was pretty cool. And then like that doesn't take anything away from that first team with Nicole. I guess also to like iterate the whole like supports thing. Nicole, Astra, then now Yuzuha. So I've got like 3 really good supports I can build around for teams, which is the point I was trying to make earlier as far as like why I'm going to save up for Lucia next, and not just go after Orphe, Magus, or what's the other character? Yeah, this is the support lady. She showed up in like one of the events, but we haven't seen the octopus squid tentacle lady. So, but yeah, I think I got like another. Yeah, I had like 2 different sets of teams before the one I'm on now, because it's like Ishwan is clearing. Oh, wait, this is never mind. This is the previous one. This isn't. This is Pompeii. This is the one before this one where Pompeii wasn't up, but I still got 9 stars. So it's like every time I've been clearing it, I've been taking a screenshot and tweeting about it. But yeah. So yeah, the scores here, like what? They're all 20,000, barely over 20,000. If I go back, okay, I don't have the one for like the recent one I did. But yeah, I did. Miasma Priest. Oof. That's also why I want to go for Rupture. Is like you gotta have it. Well, you don't have to have a counter for Miasma, but it's like clearly Miasma is like pretty well countered by Rupture. So going for that. But yes, Pompeii, like I said, Pompeii was like killing me so badly early on, so I could like never really get past him once I picked up Ishwan. And I was able to. Well, I think no. What happened was like, I think what I did because I was like just pissed that day because I was like, effing Pompeii is up. What the f? Like when 2.0 came out, and I was like, okay, well, let me put Miyabi on Pompeii, and then just like because I had just picked up Ishwan, I was like, okay, we'll put Miyabi on Pompeii, and because I hadn't tried it yet, and she cleared it. I was like, okay, cool. I could have just been doing that the whole time. Good to know I was like stressing about this for nothing. And then I just had like enough characters where I was like, okay, let me cobble together 2 different teams, and I got through it or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, this one's like barely under 20k, but it should like I'm just like replaying it every day to get more practice on the boss. Well, this is the bottom left highest record this season, 9 stars. But yeah. And then like this is higher than the 20,000 one of the screenshot I just showed, right? So also the Miyabi Yonagi team, man. I didn't have it for like ever. So to finally get those 2 on the same team, it is a fun time. They're really good synergy with the disorder from the polarity, and that like gives Miyabi the meters on the Shimosuki stacks. Oh, so like the synergy, man. That's one of the reasons I love this game. It's just like there's so many different like team combinations of like the synergies of the characters and like how they work together, and just like the gameplay in general is just like I absolutely love it. But like besides the gameplay, I really love the all the cool cutscenes, man. Just like the art is amazing and looks like visually and like just graphically awesome. I kind of lost my train of thought. Sorry, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I don't have anything like written down here as far as like what I'm going over. But I just wanted like to show this, compare it to my Series X account, and I like because I've got all the characters that I've hung out with on the if you do the agent invite stuff, which I just am now realizing I don't think I did this today on my other account, because everybody on this one's like maxed out except for Evelyn, which I just got. So I hung out with Evelyn, but she's the only new character, so everybody else has got the thing maxed out on the smiley face. So on my Series X though, it's like I'm still building to get all the different dynamic wallpapers. So there's that. But yeah, that's one nice benefit of this account versus that, or just one extra benefit. But I'm using the thing for the summertime since I mean, technically it's about to be October, so I'll have to switch from this, but we're in fall. We had that summer event in the game, and I just wanted to match with like what was going on. But yeah, dude, and then did I show I think I did show Hollow Zero. Let me show Hollow Zero for this account. This account is basically because I said this last time. I was like, on my other account, it's like FN. Let me find it. Yes, on my other account, I'm like at 50% or something, or upwards of 50. I'm at 93% on this one for Lost Void, and then like almost 80 on Withered. So I've got like very little polychrome I can still pull out of this thing. And then if I go to the like the levels, like I'm already maxed out on this one and the Withered Domain. So it's like there's nothing there for me as far as just like leveling. I mean, there's very little left on my Series X for just like leveling, but still, it's more than nothing. Because, I mean, that being said, though, it's like even though I'm like out of these easy resources on this account, it's like with Shiyu and Deadly Assault, it's like I'm still able to get a decent amount of polychrome every week. So, and then like I got I learned my lesson as far as like not spending, and like not pulling. So, because I was saving up for Orpheus and Magus. Because I wasn't. Oh, I did. Yeah, and then like as I guess I just showed, right, I did skip seed on both accounts, which is the first time or not the first time, but it's like, I usually will try to like, or I've reined in the crazy spending. So it's like I was fine letting seed go, except like I said, electric attack. That buffs electric attack, but we have stuff on I already have characters that buff electric attack, so I'm able to look at my account and be like, okay, well, who do I have that does what? Do I need this character? And like, if I don't need the character, it's like, do I want them? And it's like, if I want them, I'm like, do I want to spend the money? And it's like, I don't, so I think I'll just be in pain. But yeah, 93% of the polychrome, and then almost 80% of that one pulled out. And I've got like a bunch of achievements too. So the achievement stuff on the other account, like this had a red exclamation mark. There's a bunch I haven't like cashed in. So like I said on the other account, it's like I'm just gonna like probably end up saving until after the Lucia thing. Like I'm just gonna probably save until Astra or the next anomaly rerun. So that's the thing. But on the other account, I'm probably more likely to. I think I'm only going to like go in and like do all the stuff I haven't done as far as like agent episodes and the Hollow Zero stuff. Like I'm gonna like grind that when the character's like about to come out, like an Astra or Yuzuha, as opposed to like grinding for it and then like having already saved up, or I'm sorry, like grinding up the polychrome and then turning it into tapes and then having it like stuck to where it's like I can't use it. That would be very annoying. So I'm just gonna like hold off on like doing all that stuff until they're on the horizon. And then like yeah, for season 2, it's like I'm just gonna evaluate the characters as they drip market them. So I'm surprised actually they went like, it doesn't seem like they usually have them like that far out. I feel like for this banner and the next one, it feels like they usually have the ones that are on banner and then like the next one, and then or just like we knew that Orpheus and Seed were coming, but we also knew who was in the one after that. Like I feel like earlier than usual. Usually it feels like they're not drip marketing that far in advance. Like you only have an idea of who's next. Whereas like we know who's next, but like before this banner even dropped, we knew that Orpheus and Seed were coming. So we had like 2 banners worth of characters to like know who was coming, which was weird. I think that's everything. That's everything I wanted to go over. Let me look at the description on this video for the other one. But yeah, I lost my 50-50, so that's why I'm just like when I'm about to get a 50-50, it's like all right, cool, and then it was flipping Lycon, so yeah, and then I was on guaranteed, but I had all these ones saved up, right? I've got 89 here, and then we got the first 10 pull I got Lycon, which was cool. But I would have rather have been, Orpheus, because it's like, cool, that would have been awesome. And then because it was guaranteed on Evelyn, I just kept pulling for Evelyn and got Evelyn. And like I said, I just want to get all the Season 1 characters. And then after I get all the Season 1 characters, I'll go from there as far as what am I going after. I mean, because like yeah, part of me is like I go for mindscapes and weapons, right? But it's like if there's a character that's cool, or I'm like, oh, I want to get that character, I'll go for them. But like I think that's what I'll probably do is I'll end up just going for mindscapes and weapons to get more powerful. Um, because with barely clearing these deadly assaults at 20,000, it's like if I could be in a position of like not that and just like easy peasy lemon squeezy, like why would I want to not be in the it's free all the time? So yeah. Or just like, not like no, I could always have the polychromes coming in, and then like it would be less effort because the characters are more powerful and they've got their weapons and stuff, right? So it's like a perpetual motion engine or something, right? Where it just like keeps like spinning and gets more powerful and just like yada yada yada, more energy, more powerful, blah blah. Is that all the things? I guess also this, right? I'm like level 60, but I never don't get to level 60, but I do play this every day, so it's the whole thing. And then like all the old events on this one are done. This one is like listed as not done, but I think it's because I don't have all the whatever's for it if I go in. But yeah, this is where we're at. We're in 2.2, second half. Is it notices? I think it's notices of income. Yeah, we're basically halfway through this banner because we're past Seed and Orpheus. I'm sorry, Seed and Trigger, and now we're on Orphe, Magus, and Evelyn. I'm really looking forward to this Rhythm Rave event. So this music game or music rhythm. It seems like they're going to use the music from the game and like have it be a mini game. I guess we'll see, but I really like the music in the game, so I'm looking forward to this. This is the 1st of October though, so it's like a week away. But yeah, I guess that's most of this stuff. I probably haven't gone over everything. There's probably something I'm missing, or just a bunch of stuff, because I'm just like super uh, extemporaneous here. Like whatever. Yeah. Also, this like I've got the legendary on both of these versus Series X, where it's like I got gold on permanent, and then I haven't really messed with this one on my Series X account. I would like to get there. Um, that's also a good metric for like where I'm at. So those characters are just like not built because I haven't been spending money, or just not that they're not built. It's like I either don't have them or just I'm not. They're not built as good. But yeah, that's that. I don't think I went over that as good as I wanted to, but whatever. And then I'm playing it every day on Twitch if you want to like stop by, like every morning when I get home from work, and I'll play and then do whatever my daily stuff is. And just trying to like slowly but surely make progress. And then like I said, now I'm basically at the point where just like building up these skills on everybody that's F rank. So I'm on Haramasa, I think. Or I think I just finished Haramasa. Well, except for Astra, because like she doesn't really need a lot of this stuff. She just stands there and sings, right? So she's like the last person we'll come back to. I think I'm on Julian, right? Because I finished Haramasa, or we're almost done with Haramasa, and then we're going to go back to Julian because I skipped Haramasa because Shingi already had a bunch of electric chips, and I was like, let me just spin them on Haramasa, and like we'll go with him. Giving everybody up to 11 on these. And then once I got everybody up to F, got all these to 11 on at least the characters that I'm going to be like having on the teams. Like once that's done with everybody, getting them all to like F and then getting them all to 11, it's like I can go back in and build their disk drives and stuff. And then some characters like Lighter, I have not even given them disk drives. So I think once I like get to, like I'm going basically from left to right here on the thing on the character select because they kind of changed it to where it's by faction now, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just go how the characters are listed. But if I land on a character like Lighter that doesn't have anything, I'll just go ahead and like build their disk drives while I'm there. But that'll be a minute, so because everybody up to that point is going to at least have placeholder stuff. But it would be useful with getting Evelyn because he's got the fire resistance, and ice resistance decrease. So that would be useful. But yeah, most of these characters that aren't with disk drives are the rerun characters from season 1 I picked up that I wanted to get that I just haven't spent the time or the resources to put stuff in, or put disk drives on rather. But yeah, that's a look at my series, or not sorry, PS5 account. And then yeah, just things are going pretty good, and I'm caught up on the story. So, and then Shio nodes are pretty, what's the word? I don't have an issue clearing them, and then Deadly Assault is challenging, but fair. So that's where I'm at on this account right now, and it's currently, I mean, okay. I guess the other thing is like I went from high spin to low spin, right? So that's like the one last thing I'll end on is like for a while there, I would just like get monochrome if I was within however many pulls of getting a character and it was guaranteed. That's why I've lost so many 50/50s. Or I'm sorry, that's why I've gotten so many characters even though I lost 50/50s. Is like I'd lose a 50/50, but then I'm unguaranteed. I'm like, whatever, I'll just pay the money to get them, and then just whatever. But then it's funny because like I don't have any of the outfits. Except for the ones that they gave us for free. And this is the same on both accounts, like this and Series X, because I just, I don't usually play free to play games, so I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, we got these ones for free, and it's like I don't play for like outfits. 1,600 monochrome. That's 10 pulls, dude. This is what 10, 20, 30. That's 40 pulls worth of money. That's okay. And Ellen's not quite 10. So yeah, man, I'd rather go for characters than alpha. I mean, whatever. That's not like a judgment thing. It's like if that's what you want to do, like whatever. Like do what you want. It's your choice, your money. But that's not me. So I haven't messed with that. And then it's just internet membership and battle pass. So I mean, some bundles I think for like depending on like how bad I am, like how sad bad mad I am for how down sad bad mad I am for like polychrome in a season. But lately it's not been an issue, so I might pick some of these up. But then like the bundle pricing is just terrible, so it's like I usually don't. And I did play like Wuthering Waves for. Oh, I'm behind on the story in Wuthering Waves, but I mean that one I've like gone to free play as well, where I only just play the story because I just don't want to spend anything. So after playing that one, dude, it's like the bundles in that one are much better. I also have better like luck with my pulls in that game. It's kind of unfortunate, but I don't like it as much as this one, so it's whatever. Uh, but yeah, that's that. I think. Oh, you know what? One last thing is the Bang Boos. I have way more Bang Boos on this account than my other account, so I'm still missing some of the S ranks, but it's a slow process. It's even slower on the other account, but geez, it's like some of these I have and they're leveled up and stuff, but my other account I don't really have very many, and they're mostly not leveled, so I haven't taken the time to like mess with that though. That's why that's why I got 176 of the thingies, right? So I could pull. I mean, it's nice about the Bang Boosts is they're guaranteed as long as you get like what like if you've got the pulls for them, they're guaranteed. It's not going to be a whatever. It's like 75-25, like the engines are 50-50. Alright, I think that's everything. Does it say anything about... No, it just says 7 and 9. It doesn't say how many you've done the thing for. So... Did I go over... I've got a bunch of titles for like all the characters that I've hung out with and stuff and got like to... like all the events and stuff on this account because I put like way more time into it. Whereas the other one said like it's got like what, like I said, it's got like barely over 2 months on the other account, so I've got like way less stuff on that one. So yeah, that and then the what is it, name cards? Yeah, but yeah, I've got like all these ones since I started playing for the battle pass, so I pick them up every time. So yeah, but I ended up sticking with like the robot Bang Boo thing. I thought that was a fun event, the Golden Bang Boo mech battle. There's a lot of really good events actually. Like talking about events, I mean, not to like start gushing over the game like too much, but yeah, man. I guess I'll end it there. So yeah, I guess I didn't say it on the last video because I just ended it with my usual Twitch outro because I don't make YouTube videos so often. But you know, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, check out Zenless Zone Zero. It's free to play. You can just get through the story without spending any money because I'm doing it on my Series X. And then if like, you know, if you get the itch, don't spend responsibly. And then yeah. But yeah, that is, or just like, you know, look at me. I just lost a 50-50, you know, so it's not guaranteed on the pulls, so it's maybe not worth it. Just saying. Anyway, that is it for now. So until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.